He never touched her, never even raised his voice, but she was frozen, terrified, paralyzed by something deeper than violence: fear. Real fear doesn't always come with fists. Sometimes it whispers. In this video, we're going to break down how criminals, especially manipulators, con artists, and abusers, use psychological warfare instead of brute force. They don't need weapons. They use fear, and they weaponize the mind. Meet Anna. She was in her 20s when she met James. Charming, confident, intelligent. Within weeks, she was isolated from friends. Months later, she felt like she couldn't breathe without his permission, but he never laid a hand on her. So how did he take control? Let's break it down. James made Anna believe she had freedom. He'd say, "Go out with your friends, if that's what you really want." Subtle guilt, twisting words, making her second-guess herself. This is a tactic called gaslighting, when reality is distorted to make the victim doubt their own mind. Next, he'd switch moods instantly, sweet one moment, cold and distant the next. This taps into a psychological pattern called intermittent reinforcement. It's the same technique casinos use. When rewards or love come randomly, the brain becomes obsessed with earning them. Then came the isolation. James would say things like, "Your friend Sarah, I don't trust her. She talks about you." Over time, Anna felt like the whole world was against her, except James. That isolation amplifies the fear, and fear makes people obedient. Fear, in its rawest form, doesn't need violence. It creates invisible chains. And when someone controls your emotions, they don't need to control your body. That's why victims often say, "I couldn't leave. I didn't know who I was anymore." Want to protect yourself from this kind of psychological manipulation? Remember this: when someone uses your emotions to control your behavior, you're not in a relationship, you're in a trap. Always check how someone makes you feel about yourself. Genuine people empower, manipulators confuse. James never hit Anna, but his greatest weapon was fear. And fear, when used right, can turn anyone into a prisoner of their own mind. If you think that's terrifying, wait till you see how one simple question cracked a psychopath's mask. Watch the next video. And remember, your brain is powerful, but so is the person who understands how to hack it.